What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. We are sitting here in the Army Green 2020 TRD Pro Tundra, and after 8 or 9 days of ownership, it is time to talk about some of the things that I like about this truck. So I made a little bit of a top 5. So sit back and relax. Now, this is a video that we're going to make every once in a while. I've only had the truck for a little over a week now, so we're going to see if these likes change from here to there. But so far, this is my top 5 list. So tell me what you think. Okay, the first one on our list today are these BBS forged TRD Pro wheels. These things are awesome. They're flat, but they have a little shine to them, but it's nothing too crazy. And my favorite thing is they're unique to the TRD Pro. The old 15 to 17 TRD Pro Tundra wheels were the same wheels that were on the TRD Off-Road, just didn't have the silver plating in front, but these things look awesome. They actually grew on me, I'll be honest with you. When these first came out, I wasn't really a fan of them, but they look really good on this truck. Of course, we got to take care of these, but that's for another video. So the first thing on the list has got to be these BBS forged wheels. These will be staying on the truck. They will not be replaced for sure. Way too nice. Number 2 on my list has got to be the grill. Now, this is a hot topic among all of the Tundra faithful out there. Which grill is better, the 15 to 17 TRD Pro or the 19 and up? I got to be honest, I really like the other one, and I was worried about how it would look with the sensor in the middle here, but it's really not that bad. And I really like this design they have going for the upgraded 2019 TRD Pro grill. So this is slowly becoming my favorite, but like I said, this design here is really neat, and you got to keep the Toyota in front, the heritage look there, but overall looks really good. And I really like where they put the sensor. It is not too out of place at all. So let me know what you think about that one. Now, the third thing on the list is kind of a two-parter, so let's start with the TRD Pro headlights. The reason I like these so much, now I had pretty much the same thing on my Platinum, but what I like about these are kind of unique to the TRD Pro. They're also offered on the TRD Off-Road 1794, but they have the black background. There's no chrome on this truck on the outside whatsoever. It has a nice black background, and you still get the great LED functions of the lights we had on the Platinum Pro. Of course, we upgraded those. They were from a 2018 TRD Sport, but these look really good on the truck, and it kind of ties it all together, you know, with all of the body color and black you have going on. The black surround LED lights look really, really good. And the second part of that right there is the Rigid Industry fog lights. Not only do they perform great, but they look great. The one thing for me with the TRD Pro is I like anything that's unique to the truck. When you're spending this kind of money, you want to have stuff that is unique to the truck and not on all the other trim levels. Now, the look is fantastic, but they perform great at night. We will be doing a video on that, comparing it to the regular LED fog lights that come on the other Tundras. But as we pull back off the truck there, they just have a nice, unique, and aggressive look. And like I said, the performance is amazing. All right, the next one on the list has got to be this TRD Pro Fox suspension. Now, we had the TRD Pro suspension from the 15 to 17 on the Platinum Pro, which was a pretty good suspension, but at certain speeds, in certain conditions, it was a little bit jittery. It did move around quite a bit, but the best part that I love about this suspension so far is that when you're traveling at 50, 55 miles an hour, it's really compliant, but it's also very, very, very compliant when you get onto these back roads that we're about to turn on right here. They're very bumpy, but the truck really knows how to ride the bumps well, and the suspension is amazing. Way better than the Bilstein one, in my opinion. So this road is in need of some serious repair, and I'm pretty much aiming for the bumps, and they are some pretty amazing bumps out here, trust me. But the truck, once you get to a decent speed, especially around now, we're about 42 miles an hour, the truck really rides well over the bumps. When you're going a little bit slower, you can definitely feel the bumps, but they're not jarring. You know, the suspension really rebounds really well. This would probably be my favorite part about the new truck when it comes to the parts that are on it, is how good this Fox suspension is, it kind of shocked me a little bit, because I felt like it would be the exact same thing as the Bilstein version from the 15 to 17, but this one actually feels a little bit better at this point. This is definitely one of those things I will keep you guys updated on to see as the suspension gets some miles on it, if it stays that same great way or it starts to fade out. But at the end of the day, the TRD Pro Bilstein suspension is a fine suspension, but this one seems to take the cake a little bit. Now, my last like of the video is kind of a complex thing, so I'm going to try to explain it. It starts with price. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll be the first one to tell you, I feel like all of these vehicles nowadays, whether it be Toyota, Chevy, it doesn't matter. They're just way too expensive. But if I'm going to pay this kind of money, I want to make sure I get what I paid for. Now, I'm coming to you from a unique situation. I owned a 2016 TRD Pro. I owned the 2017 Platinum that we built into the Pro. So I'm kind of coming to you with these likes and then the future dislike video with that mindset. Now, with that mindset, I feel like this truck, especially versus that 2016 Pro, I felt a lot better with what I got for my money on this one versus the 2016. They really did do some upgrades. Now, I paid, the sticker for this truck was $55,600. I believe it was $55,600, right around there. That was the MSRP. And for my money, I feel like I got a lot more. So the price is definitely in the, oops, sorry, I'm stepping on branches there. The price is definitely in the like column for me, just because of the amount of stuff I got with this, especially the unique stuff. And that's what they were missing on the 15 to 17. Like we said before, we got the rigid fog lights. We got the TRD Pro black bezeled, the black surround LED lights. The wheels are unique to the TRD Pro. Obviously, the TRD Pro bed stamp back there, which will always be one of my favorite likes, because I really like how they bed stamped it in there. But overall, the truck just has a certain look to it. We obviously have the unique color of the army green, but we know how Toyota does it. This year, this is the unique color for the TRD Pro, but next year, this will probably be on a lot of different models. That's just the way they do it. But if you come around, and when I say unique stuff, like the TRD Pro grill, I can't get enough of that grill. I really like it. When you come into the truck here, though, which, by the way, I didn't mention this on the likes, but I really want to point this out. So the handles here, they're not painted. They're like a flat black. I think that goes great with the truck. And I had the painted ones on the Platinum, and they weren't bad, but they were starting to show little signs of wear. I really like the look of these with the flat, and they look like they could take a little bit of a beating. But as we go into the truck, and this is what I mean by value, my issue with the 2016 TRD Pro was it didn't really come with anything. It was built off of an SR5 platform, and it had a sweet suspension. So you're paying big dollars for an SR5 with a sweet suspension. But this one actually has some options in it, and I was really impressed. Like, obviously you get with the TRD Pro, I'm sorry about the sun, by the way. Let me try to close this up here. Here's another thing you get with the TRD Pros nowadays, a sunroof. But you get the TRD Pro stitched into the seats, you know, you get the piping, and this was all in the old TRD Pro as well. But now you get a sunroof, you get heated seats, the JBL sound system, which wasn't available in the old TRD Pros. By the way, I'm talking about the United States TRD Pros. The Canada ones did get some options. You get the dual climate control versus the other option that was on the older TRD Pros. Like, you get some stuff in here now that justifies the price just a little bit more than it did. Before, you were getting a suspension and you were getting a TRD Pro stamp there and a TRD Pro stamp there. So I really like the fact, wait for a minute, I really like the fact that now you're getting a little bit more for your money versus last time. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. There were a lot of other likes that I skipped on this one. Like I said, I like the bed stamp. I love the TRD dual exhaust, but you know, we talk about that all the time. I wanted to show you some of the things that were on this truck, that even some things that I thought I wouldn't like, kind of like this grill. This we'll talk about on another video, but there are things like the stamp. We love the stamp. That's why you buy the TRD Pro. But I want to hear what you guys think. Do you agree with some of my likes? Did I miss anything? What do you think? And do you agree with what I was talking about when I talked about price? Do you feel like this truck here is worth the $55,000 that it costs out there for MSRP? Love to hear what you think. Personally, I couldn't be happier. It's the little things on this truck that make it cool. Everything comes blacked out. You get the body color up here, but then you get, and this is the best part, the flat black here and the flat black here. I dig that a lot. And it comes with the spray-on bed liner, which is another huge like. I didn't add it to this list because I was trying to focus on stuff that was available on the TRD Pro mostly. But yeah, let me know what you think. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. You guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.